Now, speaking of bridges, there is not one so beautiful and so dramatic as the 12th Street Bridge in the historic West Bottoms. Its beautiful structure sometimes is likened to a bridge in Paris, and the area is engulfed with photographers to take its extraordinary picture. Whenever the bridge was built in 1903, there was a massive flood, and it had to be repaired for the cost at that time of $75,000. The bridge today has been completely restored and is in beautiful shape as people continue to travel it daily in the center of the original Kansas City. The drag race scene was filmed at the Lecompton River Bridge, which is about 10 miles northwest of Lawrence. Those crazy Jayhawks. Now, Lecompton is a very small town, and I must admit that there were quite a few people that thought my family was absolutely crazy in the small town where we began Summer's Moonglow Theater. It was an amazing, magical place where we brought all kinds of plays to life, like Uncle Sam's Diary, Jack and the Beanstalk, Rojo, Cinderella, and it was magical because the whole family participated. But as the bills got higher and we got into debt, we really needed a way to get to a bigger stage, so to speak. And so began The Edge of Hell. And it's really about the aspect of what kind of choice are you going to make. And if you make bad choices, you always live on the edge. The supporting cast of the film was made up of local Lawrence actors where much of the film was shot. A very interesting fact here in the West Bottoms is that some of the people believe, including our cast and crew, that the buildings are haunted. Now, I particularly like the kind of ghosts that show up when I tell them to, work when I tell them to, scare when I tell them to, and go home when I tell them to. These type where you have to wander around and say, "Are you there? Hello?" really annoy me. However, for those of you that believe in the paranormal, it may be very real inside these buildings. We have had several full moon cast and crew that refuse to return due to the fact that they swear they were touched. One manager even claims that on opening night that she was shoved down the stairs as she broke and shattered her wrist. As we traveled back, she says the light just was shut off right when she went to the stairs and she felt the ghost touch her. We have other instances where there are cold spots, areas of history where in the floods we were able to pull the caskets straight from the waters rushing by of the unearthed graveyards. Those still stay inside our haunted attractions for the full effect, of course.